In this effect, the magician's prediction card is found to be an exact match for not 1, not 2, but 3 random cards selected from multiple cuts and shuffles of the deck. This will astound. This is CoachTrick. Welcome to another CoachTrick tutorial. In today's effect, the spectator is going to uncover the seemingly impossible, and to top it all, it's super easy to perform. The trick is entirely self-working, contains no difficult moves, and is suitable for magicians of all skill levels. As ever, be sure to join us to the end as we reflect on how learning magic can empower you to greater success in all areas of life. Okay, let's jump into the magic. Grab a deck, and let's go. Okay, so as ever, let's just kickstart by taking a look at the effect itself. Now, this is just going to be a test of spectator cutting skill. And to start with, you're just going to give the deck a few cuts yourself, just to demonstrate to spectator there are lots of different ways that we can cut a deck. We can cut it on the table, we can cut it to the table, and there are just generally lots of ways that we can cut and mix the cards. Now, in a moment, you're going to ask the spectator to make some cuts of their own. But first of all, you're just going to take the deck and look through the cards with a view to removing a single prediction card. Now, this is just a card that you sense will work well as a prediction. So let's see, I think maybe this card here. Once you've decided, you can just remove that card and place it to the side. With that done, you're now going to ask the spectator to make some cuts of their own. So ask them just to take the deck and to cut it into approximately 3 even piles. So to start with, to cut about 2/3 off like so, and then to cut about another half just like so. And now we have 3 piles of approximately equal size. We now want to check exactly where the spectator has cut to. So you're just going to take the top card of each pile and turn it face up. So here we can see we have a 2, a king, and a 5. We're now going to use these cards to mix things up even further. So we're just going to take each pile and we're going to deal a number of cards corresponding to the upturned card here. So for the first pile, we have a 2, so we'll deal 2 cards, 1, 2, and then 1 card on top of each of the other piles, just like so. We'll now do exactly the same for the second pile. So here we can see we have a king. That counts as a 10, so we'll deal 10 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 1 card on top of the other piles, like so. And finally, for the third pile here, we can see we have a 5, so we'll deal 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1 card on top of the other piles. We can now just tidy up the piles and quickly recap exactly what's happened. The spectator has cut 3 random piles from a deck of cards, and the top card of each pile has been used to mix things up even further. There is absolutely no way that you could have known where the spectator would cut or the cards that they would cut to. It is entirely random. We also have our prediction card that's been on the table from the very start, just here. For the very first time now, you can reveal the value of the prediction card, and here we can see it's a 7. That's nothing special in itself, but it is remarkable when we consider that the top card of each of the randomly cut and mixed piles also happens to be a 7. That's 4 of a kind in a spectacular display of spectator cutting skill that's also super easy to perform. So stick around, because now I will show you exactly how it works. Okay, so let's take a look at the secret to this effect. Now, to start with, there's just a small bit of setup to do, and to do that you're just going to construct a small pack of cards, and here's how. You're just going to take any 5-spot card from the deck. This can be any 5 that you like, and just place that face up like so. Then take any 3 cards from the deck, and these really can be any 3 cards, and just place these face up on top of the 5. and you're going to remove any 4 of a kind from the deck. So I've removed all of the 7s here, but you can use any 4 of a kind that you like. You're going to take 3 of these cards, so 3 7s in this instance, and place them face up on this pack, and then take all of this pack and just place it face down on top of the deck. You can then take the final 7 in this instance and place this in the middle of the deck anywhere that you like, and with that done, the setup is complete. You can now perform some false cuts with the deck to make things look mixed. Now you can perform any false cuts that you like. Here's some straightforward false cuts that I performed in the demonstration. For the cut to the table, you're just going to hold the deck from above like this, and you're just going to swing cut off the top half of the deck, just like so. And then the bottom half is going to come over the top half to the table, and then the original top half just goes back on top, like so. For an on the table cut, I performed the up the ladder cut, and that works as follows. Just strip out a small pack of cards from the bottom of the deck and place this on top so it's overlapping to your left. Then strip out the lower packet and place this on top so it's overlapping to your right. Then from the bottom of this packet, strip out another small packet and place it on top so it's overlapping to the left. And you now just basically repeat that process. Strip out the lower packet here and place it on top, overlapping to the right, and then strip out a smaller packet and place it on top to the left. And you can just repeat this process as many times as you like. For a simpler on the table false cut, you can just do the following. You can cut about 2/3 of the deck like so and place them to the right. Cut about half of this deck and place it into the middle. Then take the right hand pack here and place it back onto the original pack, and then this pack here back on top. You can complete any combination of false cuts that you like, and by the end of it, your prepared pack will still be on top, just here. You're now going to look through the cards to remove a prediction card, and all you're going to do here is just look for the card that you placed into the middle of the deck earlier on. So in this instance, the 4th 7. There it is, just there, and then you can remove that card and just place it face down on the table. You're now just going to ask the spectator to cut the deck into 3 piles approximately equal size, and they really can cut the deck wherever they like. With that done, you're just going to turn up the top card of each pile, just like so. For each pile, you're now just going to deal a number of cards corresponding to the face-up card. So here we have a king, that counts as 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then deal 1 card on top of the other 2 piles. Then place the cards here back on top of the original pile. Do the same for the second pile. So here we have a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and again 1 card on top of the other 2, and these cards back on top of the original pile. And for the third pile here we can see our prepared 5 from earlier on. So once again 5 cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 card on top of the other 2, and these cards back onto the original pile. You can now reveal the value of your prediction card that's been on the table the whole time. Obviously here we can see it's a 7. And now all that's left to do is to reveal that the top card of each of the piles also just happens to be a matching 7. A brilliant little prediction effect. Take this one, practice it, go out there, perform it, and of course, above all else, have fun. Remember, as you learn and practice magic, you're not just memorizing moves, you're sharpening your creativity and problem-solving skills. It helps you to think on your feet and approach situations with a positive, can-do attitude. So keep practicing, keep growing, and take these skills into everything you do. Thanks for joining me today. Until next time, keep stepping forwards and take care.